know if I'm in New York City, I don't have time to do what I want. I got to be faster so y'all catch it. That's the way I thought because I'm a pensman. I didn't pin like that with Mook. I learned let's go faster because I said I cannot go through that again. So guess what? Even on stage, as me and Mook bumping and doing all that, that's a tactic I learned how to handle from T-Rex. I learned how to handle those things and stay focused. You got to go through it and learn it. If you don't learn it, you'll never be able to learn how to handle it.
So
That's
you
what I went through.
okay? So you feel like Cortez is ready? He's learned a lot, and
Okay,
he's ready
okay.
to get on stage, sir.
I'm not saying he's learned a lot. Cortez is a seasoned veteran. I'm just saying what I just heard from him is terrifying. That's all I said. That's completely terrifying, and I am
Right?
willing to bet easy.
But look. Someone could spit you that round, and they could be fire
I'm
when you
I'm
hit.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware. But if I'm willing to take my money and bet on another nigga that's going down to Atlanta, Georgia, in a slave state, chicken, macaroni, and cheese against a dark skinned nigga, if I'm willing to roll that dice, I'm kind of secure for a reason.
Hey, we
I
got to
wouldn't
talk
even.
about the Atlanta crowd though. There's never like Atlanta crowd for battle rap is not like it's trash.
Listen. Atlanta is a nightlife city. This is where y'all get it fucked up. It's not a city that is a hip hop city. Like, look, you can throw a battle in Jersey. It's a hip hop driven city. You can throw a battle in New York City. That's hip hop. You can do those things. Even in LA, you can do those. Houston is a good crowd for that. Atlanta, they have too many stars in one city. They see us, they take pictures, but it doesn't mean the same thing as if they can walk outside and see Floyd coming through the mall. It's two different things, man. That's two different things. So you can't lock your mind and say this is what's gonna happen. Anytime you go into battle rap and you tell yourself this is what's gonna happen, it never happened like that. Hey, guess what? So when I got off stage with Mook, so when nobody believed that I could touch Mook, because guess what? Easy, Mook had never been touched before. He had just beat Lux 3 rounds again. This loaded Lux. He just beat Iron Solomon 5 rounds before that. He has not been touched. Everybody said, Verb, you can't touch him. All right, cool. That's not how that went. I touched him. And that's not, and when I say that, it's not necessarily saying, because I don't style on these niggas, because battle rap is opinionated. Whoever you think is more who won the battle between and Mook, you can listen, watching Mook rap 25 minutes his third round and not make a mistake. That was that's artwork to me.
Yeah.
That's artwork to me. And I can value that. So if a nigga tell me Verb, I feel like Mook got you. I'm not mad at you. He's brilliant. But I touched him. You never seen the nigga get hit. You never seen them because you counted it out. Then guess what? I get after I do that. The next battle is Lux. They counted me out again. I touched them. And guess what? In both of those places that are not St. Louis, Missouri, I heard 3-0 chance in both. That cannot be changed. That is documented.
But
Opinionated on, huh?
you and Lux, I bet in the crowd. I bet on you in the crowd. I won my money in the crowd and
Uh,
walked
uh,
out.
okay, look, now let me tell you why. Here's the thing. Uh, Regardless of who won, because I thought Lux was brilliant. I thought Lux first round was brilliant. I thought Lux second round was brilliant. He just didn't really go nowhere in his third. But at the same time, I heard 3-0 chants in Houston. I heard 3-0 chants in New York City. And nobody thought I can touch either. See, what problem is battle rap, y'all got to understand something. Everybody can get touched. A number 55 seed can clip a number 1 seed on the right day. Yes, he can. Nobody in battle rap is untouchable. Because before y'all seeing the wins on Sue, we saw a lot of losses in bad shows. Nobody is untouchable. Everybody in battle rap has been touched. You're gonna know at some point in time. Okay, I didn't dominate this like this. And when I say touched, I don't mean necessarily lost. I'm saying you find out some niggas got that shit. This nigga got that shit right now. I just heard it with my own 2 ears. I'm not a liar, and on top of that, I ain't crazy. I'm listening to how he put it together, and I put myself right in front of him, and I said, "This is dangerous," because my heart rate sped up on the phone, and I'm not even in the ring. So that's the bet. I just said, "Okay, I will roll the dice with that. If Surf clipped that, so be it. I ain't got no problem paying Easy his money. I ain't got no problem paying Easy how you want it on camera, whatever. I pay your money. If I feel like, I mean, I ain't gonna play with him over no money like that. No, we ain't gonna. I would never ruin a relationship with a nigga over no pussy ass money. The bet is down. I'm just saying I'm ready to take this bet though with dude though. I love where he at with it. It's different. I ain't never heard him in this bag, and I've been listening to Cortez for 14 years.
Mm.
Like I've never heard him in this bag ever. But when you pull some shit out of a nigga, that fight gonna get harder, bro. That's why I learned after K Shine to stop thinking that you are something that you're not. Stop thinking that people love you, because guess what? Love is a blessing. That shit go on and off, bro. We just watched the same. Look, this is the thing people don't think. We just watched this same nigga that y'all praising right now last year with his head down and humbly asking John John for a battle. We watched that with our own two eyes. Fast forward a whole year, and now he going around here doing this again. All right, okay, cool. This is the toughest fight for you right here. I wouldn't have took Cortez. It's because guess what? I'm not gonna take Cortez because of the simple fact it is high risk, low reward. If he smoke him, y'all gonna say Cortez ain't shit anyway. It's still high risk because this nigga can hurt you in a way that can't nobody hurt Sue Surf. Because this is the nigga that Surf is styled on. And guess what? John John was saying Surf ain't shit his whole career. And Surf has never dominated. And he dominated John John. Y'all better start believing that the universe will flip it anytime. It is nobody's skill more powerful than the law of the universe. We don't even know how we functioning around. It's a higher power over us all that lets shit go how we need it to go. It ain't got nothing to do with us. The movie is already done. We just show up and go through it. The movie done. But you got to be careful, though, before you say, fuck a nigga. You got to be careful. Because just think about it. Let's say Tez destroys him. You know how that's going to feel on Surf? Do you know how that's going to feel?
Yeah,
That's
that'd
going
be
to hurt.
to lose. Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, and then guess what? Then everybody that was with you in battle rap, they jumping right off your shoulders. They jumping right off. This is why I play the game with respect, because I know whoever is the guys is who they're going to love until they fall. Once they fall clearly, that's when they jump off the boat. I'm not saying
Keyword clearly. Like Cortez has to clearly body surf every round for them to say that he won the battle.
but
Cause
well, look at it like this. No, Cortez Surf is telling y'all Cortez ain't shit. Cortez is not telling y'all Surf ain't shit. He has to smoke him. He has to smoke him. You told us this man ain't shit, bro. For 10, 12 years, you're not shit. Spicy Cortez. You just like a Cortez. That's been 10 years of that shit. That's been 10 years of it, man. You got to put dude down. Show us why he ain't shit. Because guess what? If you want to go to the history books, how many of us has beat Cortez? This dangerous, man. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous fight, and y'all don't see it because we actually play the game. When a nigga is getting ready for battle rap, so many variables go off. What is his life like? Is he under pressure? Is he thinking well? What is he? You don't know what's going on, bro. You don't know what's going on with a nigga. Is then you got to think: is the other nigga? What does he feel like? Is he walking around cold, stare? I remember when we went to New York for the first time. I remember the feeling I had getting on that plane. The feeling I had getting on that plane was I don't give a fuck what's gonna happen, but I need a head for this. I need a head for it. Because my mind was made up that I have to go now. I could have walked away and nobody would be here right now. If I'd have chose to put my flag down and walk off and not fight that night, you wouldn't see 90% of this culture.
mm-hmm.
90% of this culture. Because guess what? URL and what Smack was not doing battles at that time, and URL was not even formed.
Right.
After I battled SB, that's when everything turned back on. Fight Club reached out to me right behind that. Hey, that's too fast for me. I ain't gonna do it. They got kind of salty with me that I didn't do it. Okay, so what? Then I battle Hollow the Don in my city, put on another good show. Then I go battle Mark. Like, man, I've been doing this too long. I've seen greats fall on nights that they shouldn't fall. I've seen, so you can never bet on this shit. No, you cannot. You cannot sit up here and say it's a surefire thing. I said I am willing to take my chances with what I heard with Cortez. I'm taking my chances with that. I don't ever do this type of shit, but I take my chances.
But you have to like understand too that the culture back then was totally different than what it is right now.
Facts.
That's why I'm
Facts.
saying he would have to clearly win every round for them to just say, okay, yeah, he really beat Surf, because the narrative right now is that Cortez is just trash. He could go and really win, but just edge every round and they'd be like, they'll still give it to Surf.
Okay, but guess what? It's
I,
still going. Okay, I tell you this. Here's the thing with what we know, and you're right on that fully. Don't get it fucked up. You are 100% right of what you said. This era of battle rap is not our era of battle rap. But one thing y'all do not want us to learn is when we figure it out. Like when I just took Easy, I figured it out. This ain't my world. We got to get to it. This is not where I come from. See, our world we came from, it was more artistry. You paint your picture, you do what you're gonna do. So we get stuck into thinking we are this. I am a verb. I am Haladan. That's what we think gets stuck in our mind. Now the grown niggas are starting to unravel their thoughts. Like, oh, this is all y'all looking for. Once
Hmm.
they find that out, it's a whole nother fight. Adjusting is a part of being an MC. Cortez has some big wins under his belt. Yes, he does. He has some great performances.
Classic
He
moment.
Yeah, he does. So we can't turn. Only a fool turns their back on him. I just said I wasn't gonna bet, but now I will though. I definitely will because what I heard, Surf got to beat 3 times. This is pressure. Dude don't do good with pressure. It's a fact. Like if you don't love him, he jams, and he doesn't do good with pressure. This pressure. I take my chances. Now, if this was just some hard shit, I would say, okay, this is hard, but I'm gonna stand down though. It's definitely hard. But this pressure though. So let's play ball. I take that. It's just it's like basketball. It's like basketball. It's just like basketball. It's the same thing. It's no fucking difference. I see the game. Look, it's certain people that can analyze the game. Surf is brilliant with analyzing the game. Where he goes wrong is he's too self-centered. Verb can analyze the game. I look around me. I look around and I adapt and I learn and I listen to every person that's around me and filter out what the fuck. That's the difference between us. I don't think me first. I think maybe it's him. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's him. Let me watch him. Look, my whole career, when I was battling frequently, I was battling the young niggas just to learn shit from them. That's what kept me here. Because if I just battled my class, my mind would be trapped. I
Hmm.
battled a lot of 1 round hungry guys that wanted to die for the chance to say they beat me. That kept me sharp and that kept me here this long. Because I used to go back to the hood and go play on the blacktop and say, let me see what this is. So you be like, oh, this pay Verb, he battling. No, Verb is training and learning. I'm learning different steps. I see a different face because once you get up to the top where we at, it shit don't feel the same to us no more. A
Right.
deposit don't a deposit like when we get a large deposit, it's a normal to Tuesday. So it's not the same passion.